Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Join us as we dive into the world of Disastrous Necromancer, where we'll unravel the mysteries of Lin Moyu's quest to become the strongest. From hidden secrets to epic battles, we're here to give you an exclusive look at the story before anyone else. If you're a fan of fantasy, necromancers, or just love a good adventure, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, comment, and share to support the channel, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a chapter. Let's start the journey.
The architecture of the Rune Master Association was extremely irregular. From the outside, it looked like a huge rune. To those unfamiliar with runes, it appeared crooked and unsightly. However, those with an affinity for runes could appreciate its charm. Because it was indeed a rune, containing the meaning of enlightenment or awakening. Those with an affinity for runes would resonate with this main rune. Wang Xing explained, the first test of the Rune Master Association is to resonate with their architecture. If you resonate with it, it means you are qualified to join the Rune Master Association. Lin Moyu asked wordlessly, but this could lead to mistakes. Some people have an affinity for runes but may not resonate. Judging if someone is suitable to study runes based solely on one rune seems too arbitrary. Wang Xing continued, that's true, so this is only the first test. The Rune Master Association will have more detailed tests afterwards. But in reality, if you can't resonate, even if later tests show you have an affinity for runes, that affinity won't be very strong. Those people don't really need to become rune masters. Studying runes is not simple and can even affect one's cultivation. Lin Moyu naturally understood the reasoning. Time is limited, so if you know your affinity is not strong, forcibly studying runes is meaningless. Many say that runes are versatile tools, but reality is not so rosy. The two arrived at the square in front of the Rune Master Association, and Wang Xing said, Junior brother Lin, you can try it. He naturally knew that Lin Moyu could trigger a resonance. The strength of the runes Lin Moyu had displayed far surpassed his own. He just wanted to see what level of resonance Lin Moyu would trigger. The stronger one's affinity, the more intense the resonance would be. Wang Xing continued, the resonance will summon thunder. 1 thunderclap indicates an ordinary affinity, 3 thunderclaps a superior affinity, and 9 thunderclaps an extraordinary affinity. Supposedly there are more thunderclaps beyond 9, but no one has witnessed it. Lin Moyu asked, how do I resonate? It's simple, just channel your soul force into it. Even with Wang Xing as the introducer, which skipped many steps, this basic test still had to be done. Following Wang Xing's instructions, Lin Moyu channeled his soul force into the Rune Master Association's architecture. The rune immediately radiated light and began vibrating, followed by a thunderclap. So fast. Junior brother Lin, your soul is truly powerful. Wang Xing was shaken. When channeling soul force, the speed of resonance varied. Generally, the stronger one's soul force, the faster the resonance. Lin Moyu triggering a resonance was expected, but this speed was too fast. It took less than a second from channeling his soul force to the thunderclap. Wang Xing recalled when he had triggered the resonance years ago. It had taken him about 5 minutes to summon the first thunderclap. 5 minutes versus less than a second, the difference was immense. The thunderclap exploded in the city, but the residents were unfazed. They knew someone was resonating with the Rune Master Association's rune. But what happened next made everyone question life itself. That first thunderclap was just the beginning of something magical. Boom, boom, boom. Thunderclaps rang out one after another. The sky suddenly darkened, covered in dense thunderclouds that churned and roiled. Incessant thunderclaps echoed as countless lightning snakes danced through the clouds. The thunderclaps never stopped, growing faster and more frequent. Wang Xing was completely dumbfounded. He had said 1 thunderclap was a pass, 3 was superior, and 9 was an extraordinary affinity. But Lin Moyu went far beyond 9, 18, 36, he couldn't even count anymore, it was at least in the hundreds. He even wondered if these thunderclaps were caused by Lin Moyu or if it was simply thundering. People from the Rune Master Association rushed out in alarm. Suddenly someone shouted, watch out. Crack. A bolt of lightning struck the Rune Master Association's architecture. With a tremendous boom, the crooked rune building shattered, collapsing into rubble. Figures flew out from inside, each with a powerful aura, some god kings, some lesser god sovereigns. Finally, a god sovereign emerged as well. What happened? Why did it explode just like that? What's with those thunderclouds in the sky? These people were either in secluded meditation studying runes or in deep contemplation, unaware of the earlier thunderclaps. The thunderclouds in the sky also dissipated in an instant, leaving no trace. The group hovered in the air, looking dazed. Lin Moyu glanced at the god sovereign, whose sleeve was also embroidered with a rune representing the number 4. This was a 4th level rune master, the same as the head of the Wang family. The other rune masters were either 2nd or 3rd level, with none higher. Lin Muyu had an ominous guess: the 5th level rune blade might no longer be here. The rune blade had been identified as 5th level, but here the highest rune master was only 4th level. This meant the identification was likely not done by anyone present. The rune blade was probably no longer here. Wang Xing came to Lin Muyu's side. He is the elder in charge of this branch. The Rune Master Association had a main branch as well as countless sub-branches. The sub-branches were further divided into lower and higher tiers. Each sub-branch was overseen by an elder. This city was in a lower region, so the Rune Master Association here was naturally just a lower sub-branch, led by a God-sovereign 4th level Rune Master Elder. His level was equivalent to the head of the Wang family. The other Rune Masters were either 2nd or 3rd level. Lin Muyu saw the information displayed. Shu Shan, 4th level Rune Master, 1st level God Sovereign. When Lin Muyu saw his name, he wondered if Shu Shan was related to ancestor Shu. After all, they shared the same surname Shu. But the surname Shu was extremely common, so it was likely just a coincidence. Shu Shan also realized what had happened and turned to look at Lin Muyu. His eyes lit up, as if gazing at a priceless treasure. Kid, was that resonance triggered by you? To trigger 9 thunderclaps meant an extraordinary affinity. Lin Muyu had triggered an unknown number far beyond 9, shattering the Rune Master Association's building in the process. His affinity had reached a legendary, almost unbelievable level. Compared to that, destroying a sub-branch's building was trivial. Such a building could be rebuilt in no time. Shu Shan hurried over to Lin Muyu. Child, have you studied runes before? Lin Muyu admitted honestly, I've been self-studying for about 20 years. He was referring to the time he spent in the human emperor cultivation world, which amounted to over 6,000 days or nearly 20 years. Shu Shan nodded repeatedly. Self-studied for 20 years, so you should be able to draw runes. How many runes have you mastered? Lin Muyu thought for a moment. I've mastered most of the basic runes and dozens of advanced runes. Shu Shan's expression changed instantly, his voice rising sharply by 10 degrees. You said what? Shu Shan was full of disbelief. Lin. Not only him, but Wang Xing beside him also couldn't believe it. Learning runes is very difficult. Even getting started is hard, and mastering each rune takes a lot of time. In 20 years, being able to get started and master 3 to 5 runes would already be considered a genius. Lin Muyu actually said he had mastered all the basic runes and even dozens of advanced runes. This isn't just genius, it's monstrous. Naturally, no one believed Lin Muyu's words. Boasting shamelessly, self-taught for 20 years and you think you can master all the basic runes? Even the most talented person couldn't do that. A lesser god sovereign said in a low voice, it took me over 800 years to barely master all the basic runes. Young man, if you're going to boast, at least make it believable. 800 years is already fast, it took me over 1,000 years. 1,000 years is normal. No matter how talented, it's impossible to master all the basic runes in 20 years. No one believed him, and they subconsciously ignored Lin Muyu's words. Lin Muyu's original words were that he had mastered all the basic runes, plus dozens of advanced runes. They only remembered the basic runes and completely ignored the advanced runes. Mastering advanced runes is even harder. Mastering 1 or 2 in 20 years would be impressive. Wang Xing initially didn't believe it either, but then he remembered Lin Muyu had previously used the suppression rune. At that time, Lin Muyu had used the suppression rune effortlessly, the entire process filled with grace. Is there really such a genius in the world? Self-taught for 20 years and can reach this level? Maybe there is. This resonance has already surpassed the legends. Compared to him, I'm far behind. Wang Xing sighed, wanting to say something to defend Lin Muyu. He wanted to prove Lin Muyu's words. Shu Shan spoke, child, although you are very talented, runes. Before he could finish, Lin Muyu casually drew one rune after another. His movements were graceful, effortless, without any pause. He drew all basic runes, which were no challenge for Lin Muyu. The only difficulty was controlling the power and strength of the runes. If he drew with full power, a fireball rune might turn into a rain of fire. An ice rune might freeze the entire Jinwei city. One by one, the runes flew into the sky and exploded, releasing various spells. Each spell represented a law, but most had little attack power, just visually appealing. Over 100 runes were drawn almost instantly, presenting a spectacular rune show. Lin Muyu used over 100 runes to prove he wasn't lying. After finishing the basic runes, he started drawing advanced runes. This was a giant peak rune, representing a spell. Compared to basic runes, it was much more difficult. But Lin Moyu still drew it quickly, his movements just as smooth and graceful, pleasing to the eye. Everyone fell silent, watching Lin Moyu's performance intently. Their previous disbelief and ridicule had long vanished. They swore they had never seen such a beautiful rune drawing process. The advanced rune, the giant peak rune, was completed in just a few seconds. The rune flew into the sky, drawing everyone's gaze upward. Then the rune exploded, causing the entire star to tremble for a moment. A massive mountain peak appeared in the starry sky, falling towards the star. The mountain was enormous, and if it hit the star, it would be a disaster. The entire star would be destroyed. Cultivators might survive, but all ordinary people would perish. Xu Shan's face changed drastically, almost instinctively preparing to act. At that moment, another rune flew out, transforming into a giant hand that slapped the mountain peak, shattering it. The mountain and the hand both disintegrated, turning into two runes that exploded simultaneously. Xu Shan stared at Lin Moyu in disbelief. Lin Moyu glanced around at everyone. Those who had mocked him earlier were now ashamed, unable to lift their heads. Compared to Lin Moyu, they felt like they had wasted their years. No, some dogs might even be smarter than them. Lin Moyu's graceful rune drawing was something they couldn't even dream of. Among everyone, Wang Xing was the happiest. The better Lin Moyu performed, the more rewards Wang Xing would receive as his introducer. Lin Moyu calmly asked, "Can I join the Rune Master Association now?" Xu Shan finally reacted, repeatedly saying, "Of course, of course." As an elder of the Rune Master Association and a god sovereign, he had never been so flustered. But he was also excited. This young man was a true genius, far surpassing the top talents in the main association. Xu Shan took out a jade token and handed it to Lin Moyu. "This is your membership token. Use it to register in the Human Emperor Network." Lin Moyu nodded, taking the token and activating it. The membership token was just a credential, granting membership eligibility. He heard a prompt from the Human Emperor Network. "Xu Shan invites you to join the Rune Master Association. Do you accept? If you accept, your name, realm, and other basic information will be synchronized with the Rune Master Association. If you accept, please provide additional information." Along with the prompt, a registration form appeared. It included some basic information about Lin Moyu, mostly synchronized from the Human Emperor Network, except for the introducer, which Lin Moyu needed to fill in. Of course, he could choose not to fill it in, but then Wang Xing would receive no benefits. In the introducer field, Lin Moyu filled in the information for Wang Xing, a third-level rune master from the Jinwei City branch of the 12,301 star system. Then he chose to accept. Xu Shan also received a prompt from the Human Emperor Network. Lin Moyu has joined the Rune Master Association. Introducer, third-level Rune Master Wang Xing. Xu Shan smiled, "Congratulations, Rune Master Lin, on joining the Rune Master Association." He felt Lin Moyu's name sounded familiar, as if he had heard it somewhere before. Suddenly, exclamations erupted around him. "You're Lin Moyu? Are you the Lin Moyu who won first place in the 4-star domain competition? The Lin Moyu who recently cleared the Poison Bee secret realm?" The exclamations continued, and Xu Shan finally realized who Lin Moyu was. The most famous person recently was none other than him. Even someone like Xu Shan, who spent all his time studying runes and ignored the outside world, had heard of Lin Moyu. It was clear how famous Lin Moyu had become. In recent decades, Lin Moyu was the only one to clear a secret realm, making his fame unsurprising. Xu Shan asked, "Rune Master Lin, are you that Lin Moyu?" Lin Moyu nodded, "Yes, Elder Xu. I want to ask, how can I advance my Rune Master rank?" Xu Shan immediately answered, "To advance your Rune Master rank, you need to meet 2 conditions. First, you must be able to draw the corresponding runes. With your ability, you can already advance to the 4th level. Second, you need the corresponding Divine City merits." Xu Shan then explained the requirements in detail. To advance to the 3rd level, you need to draw 100 basic runes. Starting from the 4th level, you need to draw advanced runes, with a low quantity requirement of just 1. For the 5th level, you need to draw 10 advanced runes, and for the 6th level, 100. After meeting the rune drawing requirements, you also need Divine City merits. Divine City merits are the gold standard set by the Human Emperor Network and are very important in the Divine City. The Rune Master Association also recognizes Divine City merits. To advance to the 5th level, Lin Moyu would need at least 1,000 Divine City merits. To become a 5th level Rune Master, one must master 10 advanced runes and have 1,000 points of Divine City merits. Lin Shu Shan said, Rune Master Lin, now that you have joined the Rune Master Association, if you want to advance, you just need to enter the Human Emperor Network to participate in the verification. In the Human Emperor Network, our Rune Master Association has its own section, which you can visit anytime. If you need to look up any information, you can also go there. Most of the information is available, except for a few rare copies. With Rune Master Lin's ability, becoming a 5th level Rune Master should not be a problem. Lin Moyu nodded, I still lack some Divine City merits. To purchase the Faith Array, Lin Moyu had used up most of his Divine City merits, leaving only 355 points. However, for Rune Masters, it only matters that you have had the required amount of Divine City merits at some point in time. It doesn't matter if you currently have them. This is similar to the level upgrades and point permissions in the Divine City. The amount of Divine City merits you have generally indicates how much you have contributed to the Divine City. Clearing secret realms is equivalent to contributing to the Divine City, which earns you Divine City merits. After deducting what he had used, Lin Moyu had accumulated a total of 860 points of Divine City merits. So, he only needed to earn another 140 points of Divine City merits. For others, earning 140 points of Divine City merits is not easy. A single task might reward 10 points, 20 points, or at most 30 points. At least several tasks would be needed to earn 140 points of Divine City merits. But what if he could clear another secret realm? Lin Moyu had an idea, Elder Shu, the nearest secret realm to this place is the Jinwei secret realm, right? Shu Shan said, there are 2 secret realms near the 12,301 star system. One of them is too dangerous and requires a god sovereign to enter. The other one, which is relatively safer, is the Jinwei secret realm. As long as you are above the God King level, you can enter. However, even though it is considered safe, people still die inside. Rune Master Lin, if you go, you must be careful and prepare an escape talisman first. Shu Shan sincerely advised. Without delay, Lin Moyu, thinking about the rune blade, immediately connected to the Human Emperor Network and opened the task list. Several tasks appeared before him. Most of these tasks were point-based tasks, which were simple and relatively safe. One task was to go to the 301 ancient battlefield and hunt an evil spirit. This task rewarded 5,000 points. For a true god, this task was somewhat challenging, but with effort, it could be completed. There were also tasks to go to resource stars and find specific materials. These tasks were very safe but offered low rewards, generally around 1,000 points. There were 2 tasks that could earn Divine City merits, both involving secret realms. One task for the Feishui secret realm was grayed out, meaning it could not be selected or viewed. The reason was that Lin Moyu's realm was not high enough. The minimum requirement for the Feishui secret realm task was Lesser God Sovereign, but it was not recommended. It was recommended to attempt it after reaching the God Sovereign level, indicating that it was very dangerous for a Lesser God Sovereign. The other task that could be taken was for the Jinwei secret realm. This secret realm was relatively safe, and those above the God King level but below the Lesser God Sovereign level could enter. From the task requirements, it seemed safer than the Poison Bee secret realm. But this was not absolute. There might still be undiscovered dangers inside. After experiencing the Poison Bee secret realm, Lin Moyu understood one thing. In the secret realms of the Divine City, anything could happen. Past experiences might not always be effective. Ultimately, one had to rely on their own adaptability. He also gradually understood why the Human Emperor Network did not publish strategies for the secret realms. If there were strategies, and everyone followed them, the tasks would lose their meaning. Exploration would become monotonous, and progress would slow down significantly. For the entire human race, this would be harmful. So, to increase the challenge, the Human Emperor Network chose not to publish strategies. At most, some information would be passed around by word of mouth, but it wouldn't be widely known. Lin Moyu accepted the Jinwei Secret Realm task. Divine City task. Explore the Jinwei Secret Realm. Enter the Jinwei Secret Realm and collect Jinwei stones. Restrictions. Only those above the God King level and below the Lesser God Sovereign level can enter. Completion requirements. Collect 10 Jinwei stones. Task reward. 10 points of Divine City merits, no penalty for failure. Note. Do not forcibly collect Jinwei stones before they are detached, as it will be dangerous. There is a Jinwei spring in the Jinwei Secret Realm. Do not drink from it inside the Secret Realm, as it will be dangerous. You can use Divine City merits to purchase an escape talisman. If you encounter danger, you can use the escape talisman to leave the Secret Realm. After reading the task details, Lin Moyu thought of the Jinwei spring he had just drunk. The Jinwei spring contained specks of golden light, making it excellent for brewing tea. It enhanced the tea's aroma without overpowering it. The Jinwei spring could be drunk, just not inside the secret realm. Once brought out, it was safe to drink. However, Lin Moyu knew that the task information only represented the first stage of the Jinwei secret realm. The second stage would not be revealed in the task details, let alone the possible third stage. The Jinwei secret realm was likely not easy to clear, otherwise, it wouldn't still exist. With the task accepted, Lin Moyu planned to set off. Before leaving, he wanted to ask Wang Xing about the Jinwei secret realm. More information is always better. After bidding farewell to Xu Shan, who was indifferent to the Rune Master Association being struck by lightning, even calling it an honor, Lin Moyu returned to the Wang family. In Wang Xing's courtyard, Lin Moyu asked, "Senior brother Wang, can you tell me about the Jinwei secret realm?" Wang Xing had naturally been to the Jinwei secret realm and knew some details and precautions. He had been there 3 times. The first time was for a task, and the other 2 times were for the Jinwei spring. The Jinwei secret realm had no major dangers, as long as a few points were noted. First, do not forcibly collect Jinwei stones before they are detached, or you will be attacked. Wang Xing didn't know the specifics of the attack, but most people who died inside had not followed this rule. Second, do not enter the Jinwei spring. There were giant beasts in the Jinwei spring that would eat people. However, it wasn't necessarily fatal. Someone had once fallen in and escaped. But that person's soul was severely damaged and couldn't be healed. After coming out, their realm dropped significantly, from the God King level to the Super God level. Eventually, they died over time. As long as these 2 points were noted, the Jinwei secret realm had no other dangers. As for the second stage of the task, Wang Xing had never heard of it and didn't know about it. In the core area of the Divine City, the tea party of the Other Shore realm continued for a long time and had not ended. Ancestor Shu suddenly raised an eyebrow. Lin Moyu has joined the Rune Master Association. I guessed he would join, but this is too fast. Did he test his talent and cause a resonance? Ancestor Shu carefully reviewed the information he had just received, his expression becoming extremely interesting.